Welcome. Have you ever held a coin in your hand and wondered about its history, its value, and the stories that it could tell? Picture this, a simple nickel, one that might have been tossed aside or simply forgotten in the depths of a drawer, is not just an ordinary piece of change, it holds secrets of the past and a staggering worth that could make your jaw drop. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2008 Jefferson Nickel, a coin that, despite its modest face value of just 5 cents, has captured the attention of numismatists and collectors alike due to its extraordinary worth, valued at a whopping $26 million in the grand tapestry of currency history. Imagine stumbling upon this rare piece of Americana and realizing its significance. It's not merely a coin, it's a time capsule, holding within it the secrets of its creation, the intricacies of its design, and the stories of those who possessed it throughout the years. But what is it that makes this nickel so special? As we peel back the layers of its history, you'll discover that the tale of the 2008 Jefferson Nickel is not just about the coin itself, it's also about the era it represents, the people it has touched, and the vast world of coin collecting that exists all around us, a world often hidden from plain sight. But before we dive into those details, let's engage a bit more. Have you ever thought about what hidden treasures might be residing in your own collection, or even those forgotten coins rattling around in your change jar? The thrill of discovery is at your fingertips, and today, you'll not only learn about the illustrious 2008 nickel but also about the intricate processes that give value to seemingly ordinary currency. So, why does this particular nickel stand out among a sea of others? To truly appreciate its significance, we need to go back in time, tracing its roots back to a monumental era in American coinage history, marked by economic shifts and the ever-evolving design of the nation's currency. When the nickel was first introduced in 1866, it was an attempt to provide a low-denomination coin that would facilitate transactions, especially in a time when the economy relied heavily on coinage. The quintessential figure of Thomas Jefferson was chosen for the coin's obverse to symbolize the American spirit of freedom and democracy, and it has become an enduring emblem of our national history. As we fast forward to the year 2008, we encounter an era where economic uncertainty loomed large, and the significance of this nickel became even more pronounced. It was during this year that a new design emerged on the reverse side of the nickel, featuring Monticello, Jefferson's beloved estate, which celebrates American history, yet it was the minting process during a tumultuous economic period that added to its value. The scarcity and demand for these coins led to a burgeoning interest among collectors. But what truly sent the price of these nickels into the stratosphere? It was a unique set of circumstances involving a production error and a limited quantity that turned this nickel into a rare find, much like a priceless artifact waiting to be discovered. How many of you are familiar with the phenomenon of error coins? Those rare mistakes made during the minting process can turn ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures. Just imagine being fortunate enough to come across a 2008 Jefferson nickel that features an unusual strike, an off-center minting, or even a flawed design. The moment any coin collector catches wind of such an error, the excitement amplifies, elevating the worth from mere cents to multi-million-dollar figures. Who would have thought that something as common as a nickel could breathe extraordinary life into a hobby, turning casual collectors into dedicated enthusiasts chasing rare finds? This thrill is amplified further when immersed in the history of the Jefferson nickel, which has experienced its ups and downs over the decades, always keeping collectors on their toes. The journey of the Jefferson nickel didn't just begin and end with 2008. No, this coin has seen its evolution beginning in the 1930s under the guiding hands of renowned engraver Felix Schlag. From the original designs, which celebrated Jefferson as a founding father, to modern iterations reminding us of the country's rich history, the nickel has truly stood the test of time. You might be wondering, what does it take to become a serious collector? Dive into the world of grading coins, where experts meticulously analyze each feature, from the luster and strike to the surface imperfections that could significantly affect a coin's valuation. When you discover the criteria that separate regular coins from those that are truly valuable, you'll understand why a seemingly negligible difference can equate to thousands or even millions of dollars. Have you ever thought about how the age of a coin correlates with its value? In the case of the 2008 Jeffrey nickel, its relative newness may suggest lesser historical value compared to vintage coins, yet its unique error status challenges this notion entirely. This illustrates beautifully how rarity can emerge in unexpected ways and transform our perception of defined worth. The excitement in the world of coin collecting lies within such peculiarities, where facts intertwine with fortunes. Do you have a favorite coin in your collection? Perhaps a family heirloom with its own stories to tell. Such connections deepen the appreciation of these artifacts, turning them from mere objects into vessels of memory. As we draw closer to the end of our journey through the beautiful tapestry of the 2008 Jefferson Nickel, take a moment to ponder how everyday items can have hidden depths, whether they are coins, stamps, or collectibles, each with a story, a history, and a potential value that extends beyond their initial purpose. This nickel, though only 5 cents when it was minted, has become a symbol of curiosity and aspiration, encouraging us to investigate our own belongings in search of the extraordinary. So, as we wrap up this captivating exploration, I ask you, what hidden treasures might be waiting in your own life? With just a simple shift in perspective, you could unlock a world of value far beyond your imagination. Remember, while the 2008 Jefferson Nickel symbolizes a remarkable piece of currency history, it also serves as a profound reminder that adventure and discovery await us at every turn, pushing us to look closer at the ordinary in hopes of finding the extraordinary. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins and would love to learn more about hidden treasures, stories behind currency, or the thrilling journeys of collectors who've stumbled upon invaluable finds, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more captivating content, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, history is waiting to be uncovered. Never stop exploring. Next, have you ever wondered what coin collectors are truly willing to pay for certain pieces of history? Imagine holding a nickel in your hands, a humble coin that might be worth more than your car, your vacation, or even your home. Yes, we're talking about the 1998 Jefferson Nickel that has a staggering value of over $26 million. You might ask yourself, how could a mere 5-cent piece be so valuable? Well, strap in as we dive deep into a world where seemingly ordinary objects possess extraordinary histories, where each coin has a story waiting to be uncovered, and where the thrill of anticipation grips collectors, numismatists, and everyday people alike. It all began with a simple design. The Jefferson Nickel was first minted in 1938 and honored one of America's founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson. However, the 1998 coins were part of a series that revved interest in the minting process and made waves in the numismatic community for various reasons. You see, each year can yield surprises, but 1998 was different. This was the year a series of coins were struck with an unprecedented error that catapulted certain pieces into the realm of legends. Imagine the old machinery whirring, the blinding flashes of metal being shaped, and the seemingly innocuous nickel coming off the production line. For most, it was just another year, but for a select few, it was the beginning of a journey in search of treasure. As you hold this coin in your palm, can you feel the pulse of history within it? Picture the hands it has passed through, the cashiers, the shopkeepers, the collectors, and envision the stories they could tell. Each of these nickels that went unnoticed in tin cans and piggy banks held something more than just a monetary value. They held secrets waiting to be unveiled. But what is it about this particular 1998 nickel that makes it so sought after? Let's unravel this enigma together. The answer lies in a specific error, a unique variety that was a result of a minting mishap. These errors, though rare, are particularly tantalizing to collectors and investors, and this particular one turned the coin into a coveted item, transforming it from merely a nickel into an artifact worth millions. So why should you care? Because the world of coins is not just about finances, it's about understanding rarity, the significance of flaws, and the surprising stories behind every piece that is minted. Are you curious to know the secrets that could be hidden in your own pocket change? How many everyday items are quietly waiting to be discovered, each with a backstory that could amaze you? Imagine finding a coin that could change your life, your perspective, and your future. Wouldn't you want to know how to identify these hidden treasures? The journey of this specific nickel illustrates a fascinating intersection of luck, timing, and market demand, factors that together elevate certain coins to an elite status. While the rest of us go about our daily routines, there exists a network of passionate collectors who analyze mintage numbers, catalog errors, and stay updated on the latest auctions. For them, the thrill is not just in ownership but in the chase, the art of seeking, obtaining, and proudly displaying these historical artifacts. Did you know that coins have made headlines for their astronomical sales at auctions, often going for prices that make your jaw drop? Collectors have reported selling coins for millions, transforming their collections from mere hobbies into serious investment portfolios. How would your life change if you stumbled upon one of those extraordinary coins? Perhaps you would become a collector yourself, a true savant of numismatic knowledge, diving into a world filled with auctions, conventions, and exclusive gatherings where legends are born. As we piece together this narrative, let's entertain the mechanics of how value is assigned in the world of coin collecting. It's a mix of rarity, demand, and historical significance that dictates how much someone is willing to pay for a coin. The better the condition, the higher the grade, and the more compelling the backstory, the more valuable it becomes. This is not unlike the cinematic world where actors seek roles that build their legacy. A compelling character can elevate a solid script to a blockbuster hit. The price of the 1998 Jefferson Nickel is testimony to this intricate relationship between collectors and the stories behind their acquisitions. Collectors often form communities where they share tips and tricks on how to identify valuable coins. Just imagine entering a bustling fair, filled with the clanging of metal, the excitement of eager traders, and the gleam in the eyes of those who might just be on the verge of discovering their next big find. The passion for collecting can ignite the flames of lifelong friendships, as enthusiasts share knowledge, tips, and opportunities to score great deals. You see, beyond the dollar signs, the world of coins is about camaraderie and connection. The thrill of discovery binds people from all walks of life together like a tapestry woven from shared interests and aspirations. Have you ever joined a community that shared your passion or interests? What was that like? The idea that you're not alone in your pursuits transforms a solitary activity into something vibrant and alive. Now, let's circle back to our nickel. The 1998 Jefferson variety that is so extraordinarily valuable today didn't just emerge into the limelight without its share of drama. Its rise to fame began quietly, as collectors discovered its unique features and began inkling its potential value. Stories of collectors finding these rare coins began circulating, creating an almost mythical narrative around the ordinary nickel. This is how rarity and scarcity can factor into a coin's valuation. What started as a production error transformed into a goldmine opportunity, further fueled by stories of luck and serendipity. Think about this: every time a nickel was dropped or forgotten, it meant that one less coin had a chance of being recognized for its true worth. What hidden gems are waiting in your vicinity, be it in your couch cushions or that old drawer in your kitchen? A twist of fate may lead you to uncover wealth beyond your wildest imagination. As we reflect on the journey of the 1998 Jefferson Nickel, we also touch on a deeper understanding of how valuation works within the marketplace. It's vital to note that just because a coin is old or has an interesting history does not necessarily mean it will fetch a high price. There are coins that have faded into obscurity while others soar to astonishing amounts. The 1998 Jefferson Nickel stood out due to its rarity stemming from a specific minting process and the niche community that values such uniqueness. It's a reminder that in the world of collectibles, emotions, market dynamics, and human interest stories mingle to create worth. This fascinating interplay is being observed across numerous fields beyond coins. Whether it's in art, antiques, cars, or even sports memorabilia, the underlying principles of demand, rarity, and market engagement play a critical role in determining final valuation. So what's stopping you from embarking on your own treasure hunt? As you explore this captivating universe, you might also consider what makes something valuable or worthwhile. Would it be the price tag, the emotional connection, or simply the thrill of the chase? The question lingers: what is your relationship with money and value? What stories have you attached to the items you own? Furthermore, the 1998 Jefferson Nickel continues to generate buzz within the numismatic community, evidenced by the auctions that can sometimes resemble competitive sporting events where wealthy buyers vie for ownership of the ultimate crown jewels. The stakes can be extremely high, as bidders reveal the lengths they'll go to in order to secure their aspiration for prestige within the community, further enticing casual observers and potential investors. Did you know that the 1998 nickel can sell for extraordinary amounts, often surpassing the projected estimates when they hit the auction block. It's a thrilling spectacle brimming with dramatic twists that keep participants and observers alike on the edge of their seats. From that moment the hammer drops, when the highest bid is accepted, lives can change forever. It's as if an unseen clock ticks rapidly, and within those brief moments, legacies are built, aspirations realized, and new chapters written in both the lives of the coin and its new owner. It's an enthralling narrative that intertwines history with modern financial pursuits. Now that our curiosity has been piqued by this one extraordinary nickel, are there any coins in your collection or pockets that you haven't paid much attention to? Perhaps it's time to take a closer look. Perhaps even a piece of memorabilia from a family member could be worth something significant. Consider how your perspective might shift as you learn more about the items that surround you. Knowledge truly holds the power to unlock potential, doesn't it? No longer will the humble coin be just a thing of the past, instead, they can morph into veritable vaults of stories waiting to be explored. And if you find something of worth, imagine the thrill of sharing that discovery with others, narrating the journey that led you there, from the serendipitous find to the eventual realization of its worth. It's a narrative richer than you can imagine. If you're feeling inspired right now, let me ask, what values do you hold dear in your life? Next, in the world of coin collecting, few items evoke as much intrigue and excitement as the elusive 1976 Jefferson Nickel, a coin that tells a story of history, craftsmanship, and astonishing value that can leave any collector breathless. Did you know that this seemingly ordinary nickel could be worth as much as $26 million? That's right, it's not a typo, and today, we're diving deep into the mysterious journey of this remarkable coin, exploring its backstory, the circumstances that led to its astonishing valuation, and what makes it a coveted piece in the realm of numismatics. As we unravel the layers of the 1976 Jefferson Nickel, we will explore not just the details of its mintage and design but also the incredible tale of those who have sought it, coveted it, and some who have even risked it all in pursuit of this rare treasure. Picture this: the United States is in the midst of a bicentennial celebration, a time when patriotism is at an all-time high, and how this context ties into the design and significance of the 1976 Jefferson Nickel makes it all the more fascinating. The coin features the profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the primary author of the Declaration of Independence, and this beloved figure is not just a symbol of American ideals but also a reminder of the complex history that shaped the nation. But, what if I told you there's a twist? During the minting process, something extraordinary happened. A handful of coins were struck with a special reverse design, turning this nickel from common change into a goldmine for collectors, a rarity that would spark bidding wars and headlines across the nation. Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to hold a piece of history in your palm, something that could change your life in an instant? As we delve deeper into the coin's journey from the mint to the hands of collectors and dealers, you're going to learn some astonishing facts, like how they were discovered, how the market reacted, and what makes collectors foaming at the mouth in search of it. This isn't just a tale of coins, it's about the passion, the excitement, and the drive that keeps the collecting community alive, fueled by the thrill of the hunt, the joy of discovery, and the allure of history. But wait, let's pause here. Can you imagine stumbling upon a coin worth millions in your change jar? This has happened to a few lucky individuals, and we'll recount some legendary stories of how they made their discoveries and the impact those moments had on their lives. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just a casual observer, the world of high-stakes numismatics is filled with suspense, and the stakes couldn't be higher. What happens when someone risks everything to obtain such a valuable coin? Would you do the same? As we peel back the layers of this fascinating subject, we'll also touch upon the common pitfalls and dangers that await those who become overly enthusiastic in the quest for rare coins. Awareness, education, and understanding the market are your best allies when navigating these treacherous waters where counterfeits lurk and greed occasionally clouds judgment. After all, a hot tip about a rare coin might lead you to a big disappointment if you don't do your homework. So, are you ready to join us on this whirlwind tour of history that features tales of triumph and despair, of fortunes made and lost in the blink of an eye? Each twist in this narrative brings us closer to the heart of what makes the 1976 Jefferson Nickel such a prize worth hunting, and just when you think you've heard it all, another story emerges, captivating collectors anew. As we take a closer look at its specifications, its rarity, and what this particular nickel symbolizes in the larger picture of American currency, you're going to feel the excitement build, because by now you should understand that owning one isn't just about having a coin, it's about being part of a legacy, a connection to the past that very few can claim. Imagine walking into a coin shop and hearing the excitement in the air. Collectors are buzzing about rumored sales, auctions are gearing up to showcase rare finds, and somewhere in that mix is this revered 1976 Jefferson nickel, sparking debate and speculation. What would you want it for? Investment? Rarity? Sentimental value? Every collector has their reasons, and the pursuit of this coin isn't just about money, it's about passion for history, artistry, and the thrill of involvement in something greater than oneself. As we venture further into this story, consider what lengths you would go to complete your collection. How valuable do you perceive a piece of history? The intrinsic connection humans have with coins transcends generations, echoing tales of commerce, survival, and prosperity. As we move forward, remember that every collector has a story, a journey, and maybe this will inspire you to reconsider your collection or ignite a new interest in a hobby that keeps you engaged for years to come. By the end of our exploration, I hope to leave you not only fascinated by the 1976 Jefferson nickel but also motivated to look closer at the coins in your own possession, because who knows what forgotten treasures lie waiting in your pockets. Now let's engage together as we unveil the stories and secrets of this extraordinary coin that has captured hearts and imaginations and ultimately redefined the meaning of wealth in the world of numismatics. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us on this incredible journey. Tune in as we wrap this extensive exploration on the 1976 Jefferson nickel, a coin that may very well be sitting in your change jar, waiting for its moment to shine, and together we'll continue to unearth hidden treasures and delve into the world of currency in ways that open our eyes to the surprises that lie beneath the surface of everyday life. Thank you for joining us, and we can't wait to see you next time as we uncover the next chapter of our numismatic journey. Next to our deep dive into the fascinating world of numismatics, where every coin tells a story, and today, we're unraveling the mystery behind the 2002 Jefferson nickel, a seemingly ordinary coin that carries an extraordinary tale leading to a staggering face value of $26 million, a sum that makes this small piece of metal an enticing topic not just for collectors, but for anyone intrigued by stories of fortune, rarity, and the unexpected paths that lead to immense value. But before we embark on this captivating journey, let me ask you, have you ever wondered how a coin that is often overlooked can turn out to be a hidden treasure in plain sight? This is a crucial aspect of numismatics, appreciating the history and circumstance that can catapult a coin from obscurity to greatness, making the mundane magical in its own right. As we delve deeper into the 2002 Jefferson nickel, we will explore its design, its minting process, and the unique characteristics that set it apart from millions of its counterparts. But even more intriguing is how specific events surrounding its creation and circulation elevated its status to an astronomical $26 million. Imagine holding a coin, initially just a part of everyday transactions, now revered, sought after, and protected like a precious artifact. Conversely, consider the thrill of discovering such a coin tucked away in your pocket change, igniting a spark of curiosity and urgency that compels you to investigate further. And this coin, which features a bit of Americana in its design showing the profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, who is not only etched in this coin's metal but also in the fabric of American history, becomes a gateway into discussions about the economic climate of the early 21st century. The sentimental value of coins that commemorate individuals of historical importance, and the twists of fate that can lead to monumental appreciation in value over time. We must not forget that it is the stories behind these coins that fuel their allure. This particular nickel was not merely produced to circulate as change but signifies a time when serious collectors began to pay closer attention to the subtleties in minting and the errant masterpieces that could emerge from what many would dismiss as simple currency. It's fascinating how coin enthusiasts developed a keen eye for abnormalities, understand that any tiny imperfection, variation, or anomaly could shift the value dramatically, transforming mundane commerce into an exciting treasure hunt. The Jefferson nickel holds a special place within this context and showcases how historical moments and economic conditions can converge, making certain coins extraordinarily valued beyond their intended usage. Engage with the complexities that surround such currency. Why stop at just the monetary aspects? Contemplate the cultural significance, the pride in ownership, and the culmination of efforts over years to secure a place in both investments and the annals of historical collectible treasures. When we fast forward to 2002, we learn that the mint's efforts to create stable, recognizable coinage led to this nickel's manufacturing that year, but also the context surrounding its minting sheds light on why some specific nickels became noteworthy, digging deeper and unraveling the plethora of smaller details such as the type of alloy used, the production rates, and even the distribution processes that affect how many coins reach the hands of enthusiastic collectors versus how many circulated quietly, lost to time and neglect. It's the thrill of tracking how many of these nickels languished in junk drawers, how many were mistaken for common currency, and how the rise of various coins' values transformed the narrative surrounding them. Could it be that buried treasure is often just plain sight and that the common man can uncover immense wealth simply by looking closely, researching, and taking a passionate interest in the minutiae of coin designs, mintage errors, and the renowned history tied to certain pieces of currency? When enthusiasts learned of the underlying potential for such value in their coins, it sparked a renewed sense of purpose and excitement within collecting circles. The community became more vibrant, people began sharing stories, gatherings became richer with expertise on strange occurrences related to nickels, and news of the 2002 Jefferson nickel as a noteworthy piece stirred new interest and, most importantly, significant investments. Turn your imagination to rare coins that evoke thrill. Think about that initial rush when you discover even the slightest difference in your 2002 Jefferson nickel, but remember, rarity does not always mean high value unless its story finds the right collector willing to pay top dollar for its history. Imagine minting errors that can turn a standard coin into a windfall for those lucky enough to know what to look for, who would like to be part of a community that supports and nurtures such inspiration, teaching the next generation the love of numismatics, ensuring coins like the 2002 Jefferson nickel become more than just currency, but rather artifacts telling tales of triumph, intrigue, mishaps, and fortune. Throughout our journey, we will pivot to you'll clearly see how the convergence of factors, including pop culture mentions, rising collectors' interests, and educational efforts, play a pivotal role in establishing value. Are you ready to become an active participant in this unfolding narrative? The intricate dynamics of market trends, inflation, and the revered status collectors assigned to certain denominations reveal the underlying pulse of economic interaction with history. Thus, the cyclical nature of currency and value transcends eras, portraying how a simple nickel, minted during a specific era, ascends to an iconic status representing more than just monetary worth but intertwining within the larger spectrum of American experience and aspirations. Now, let's pause for reflection. Does the knowledge of hidden values in everyday objects inspire you to scrutinize your belongings for possible treasures, to give a second glance at that change lying forgotten? Have you pondered what remarkable stories could be waiting for you, should you take the time to explore and understand the past linked with not only this extraordinary nickel but with every piece of currency that has passed through your hands? Imagine standing at a local coin shop or flea market, the air heavy with hopes and dreams of aspiring collectors, feeling the excitement electrify the atmosphere, as meticulous bargaining dances elegantly over the stall counters, each piece of currency having its past and potential future colliding seamlessly. As we explore the avenues where history and aspirations meet the practical realities of collecting and investment, we invite you to envision how individuals like yourself play a role in preserving this history, how a casual interest might ignite a long-term passion benefiting not only you but fostering a deeper connection within communities worldwide. Remember, history is not merely a spectator sport. Your contributions amplify its reach, and your understanding of coins like the 2002 Jefferson nickel adds invaluable layers to this tapestry. So, stick with us as we continue to traverse the fascinating realms of currency, exploring symbols of freedom, the evolution of trade, and countless stories incorporated into each coin, instilling an appreciation for the remarkable journey that extends beyond minting. If there's one thing we've established throughout this journey so far, it's that the stories affixed to these coins add dimension and depth, elevating them beyond their circulating value and into the realms of collectible art. A journey sparked by curiosity leads us to broaden our understanding of the world around us, enlightening our perspectives and perceptions. Are you ready to engage in this process of exploration that both honors the formidable history these coins represent while also inspiring future generations to uncover the hidden treasures in their everyday lives? Through uncovering value, advocating for further education in the realm of collectibles, and sparking conversations that persist beyond mere monetary considerations, we create a chain of awareness encouraging everyone to appreciate history on both intimate and grand scales. Don't forget, in an ever-evolving market for coins shaped by evolving interests, demographic shifts, and technological advancements, you, the viewer, play an essential role, and the 2002 Jefferson Nickel's incredible worth illustrates the innate possibilities of exploring the world of numismatics while reminding us that unexpected discoveries await anyone curious enough to look closely. Before we wrap up this riveting discussion, let's reflect once more on your journey through these narratives. How has your perception changed about everyday coins? What treasures could you have overlooked in the past that now seem vibrant with potential? The excitement surrounding coins like the 2002 Jefferson Nickel inspires not only collecting but a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of our past, present, and the future. It binds us all through shared stories reflected in historical memorabilia waiting for someone like you to engage with their legacies meaningfully. As we conclude today's immersive exploration, we hope to have reignited your passion for numismatics, kindled curiosity,